Mayor, I'll call this meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yarder. Riley.
Here.
Schneider.
Here.
Solfa.
Here.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson. Zukas. Here.
Non-agenda items from the sidelines. Tammy?
We have two fundraisers coming up for the Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring. The first one is the Festival Fireworks Annual Flower Sale. That's going to be going Memorial Day weekend. So Friday, May 24th from noon to 6, and Saturday, the 25th from 9 to 1 or until they're sold out. We have some various different, we have hanging baskets, porch pots, and different things ranging from $15 to $33. So all that money, profit goes back to the chamber specifically for the festival fireworks. That's going to be located at the Foster Field, across from B&D Auto at the corner of Main and Benton. So get your flowers. Second fundraiser is the Classic Car Show Under the Lights. That's going to be at the football field at the high school Friday, June 14th. Pre-registration, you can pre-register now up until June 1st for $12 or register at the gate for $15. The gates open at 4:30 p.m. on the 14th. And the car show is open to the public. Adults can get in for $5, seniors 60 plus for $3, under 18 is free. Last year we had over 100 cars, and it was a lot of fun. And that raises a lot of money. There's prizes, door prizes, cash prizes. So that's a good time. But all that money definitely goes for the fireworks fund for festival days. Any questions?
June 14th, that's Saturday?
That's a Friday.
Oh, Friday.
How late is it?
It goes in
Till the sun.
till, yeah, it was dark when people were still there, kind of. Once they do all the raffles and everything, people kind of just start, some people leave, some people hang out for a long time. So the concessions will be open as well, so that also goes back to the boosters. So it's kind of a dual role there. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
City Administration, Donna? Bob?
A couple things on these ponies.
All right.
All right, Dave. Good evening, everybody. I have 3 items on the agenda tonight. Want to go in order on the agenda?
We're going to wait on those till we actually get to that, or?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything else you want to talk about.
Oh, no, nothing else. That's all I want to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah, we'll get to those.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
thanks for stealing that.
And I'll go in, good intro.
You get a chance to rework it now. Is there any amendments to the agenda?
Yeah, we need to amend the agenda under new business number 4, library board new member.
Take a motion.
I'll make a motion to amend the agenda.
Riley.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Solfa.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson. Zukas.
Yes.
Martyr.
Yes.
Approval of the regular meeting minutes. Hopefully you've all had a chance to look those over. Is there any questions or corrections? Now I'll take a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the regular meeting minutes of May 7, 2019 as presented.
Support. Schneider.
Yes.
Solfa.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson. Zukas.
Yes.
Martyr.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
All right, we're going to have a public hearing to receive comments relating to changing the regular election schedule for city offices from odd year to even year elections effective on January 1st, 2020 in order to align our elections with the federal elections, which will simplify things for us. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
Support.
Solfa.
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Zupas?
Yes.
Martyr? Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
You want me to just make a few comments about explaining it?
That'd be great.
Okay. The purpose of this is to change our elections from odd years to even. And this was both a request from Macomb and St. Clair counties. And for the city, it'll be result in cost savings and also free up some time for our employees. So that's the reason why we want to change it. So therefore the elections will change and we'll have it correspond with the national elections in the state and so on. So that's the reason for it.
And that starts in 2020 though, so we'll have an election this year.
Yeah, there'll be election this year, and what will it result in is that the current ones that are elected in 2017 will actually serve 5 years instead of 4. Those elected in 2019, instead of serving 4 years, they'll serve 5 years. And the mayor, instead of serving 2 years, will serve 3 years. So that'll the effect. I did request and sent a resolution to our lawyer to reverse it, to shorten it, where the mayor would run for 1 year and the council members that are running every 3 years. But we could not do that because the ones that are running 17 were elected for 4 years. So we had to go forward instead of backwards. I do that for a personal reason, by the way. If I run, then I don't have to run for 3 instead of 5. So I had a better chance of living through it. So, anyway, that kind of briefly just explains what we're doing here.
Anybody have any comments or questions?
I'll make a motion that we close the public change.
Support.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Zupas?
Yes.
Martyr? Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Sofa?
Yes.
Now we have approved the signing of resolution. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the resolution from changing the election from odd years to even years.
Support.
Wilson?
Yes.
Zupas?
Yes.
Martyr?
Yes.
Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Sofa?
Yes.
Stoops?
And just to make a comment, the resolution has to be sent to each county as well as I think the Secretary of State.
Okay. Thanks for putting that together, Larry. Can I get a motion to place communications on file?
Okay. No motion.
Zupas?
Yes.
Martyr?
Yes.
Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Sofa?
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
To Memphis City Council from Linda Lavery, subject Memorial Brick Sidewalk. I would like to do something in remembrance of Ted Sulkowski. I am proposing a brick sidewalk to be put in the area of the Christmas tree and the city clock. I have asked Bart to figure out what area would work for this project. The first brick would be for Ted. Once the area is designated, I will get bricks and make a walkway after that. If anyone wants to purchase a brick, they will be able to. Thank you for your consideration in this matter, Linda Lavery. What I'd like to do actually is to table this for now and send it to the DPW committee and let them kind of work out the details. I know we have a couple ideas and we'll go from there. If that's all right with everybody?
I'll make a motion to table the sidewalk
Support.
Send it to DPW, right?
Martyr?
Yes.
Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Sofa?
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Zupas?
Yes.
The Memorial Day parade, we got that on the agenda.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I just got started.
Didn't we already?
I thought we did last maybe.
No, Justin just said he wants to change the time, and Eric said we didn't approve it, so the time, just to be safe.
Okay.
so everybody knows Memorial Day Parade will start at 10:30 this year. The service down at the cemetery will be around 11:30, maybe a few minutes before that, depending on how the parade goes. We just need a motion to set the time.
Make a motion to set the time for the parade at 10:30 p.m.
A.M.
A.M.
AM, not PM.
Sunday the lights.
It's p.m.
Well,
here.
late.
Yeah, but say AM.
Bring
Riley,
your flashlight.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Martyr.
All right, Chief, your turn.
All right, start this again. All right, good evening, everybody. I've got a couple things on the agenda. I hope you've had an opportunity to read over it. I'll just try to summarize them here. First thing on the agenda is a Glock purchase, buying new firearms for the officers. Looking for, purchasing 9 firearms, sidearms, Glock 17 9mm, to replace the aging firearms we currently have. We have 6 firearms and I have 8 officers. I don't even have enough to provide each officer. Some officers are carrying their own firearms. The guns that we have are older models, they're outdated. The night sights, the optics on them are failing, and it's time for new ones. So what I'm requesting is approval to buy 9 new guns, assigning 8 guns out, 1 to each officer, and then keeping 1 as a spare. As we're doing this, the total cost of this project is $39,0650. The guns are $428.50 a piece, and we have $50 in shipping costs. My plan is to sell the current weapons back to the officers for around $200 each, which is their basic trade-in value that the distributor is going to give me. That, in addition to a $900 we currently have in our forfeiture fund, brings the total cost of the purchase to $1,806.50 for the 9 weapons. Anybody have any questions on that?
Police committee looked at it and they agreed that it was a good move.
So, want a motion?
Let's do it one at a time, sure.
Yeah. Let's see, I'll make a motion then to approve the purchase of 9 Glock guns and for a purchase price of $3,856.50 with $29,5650 coming out of equipment replacement and $900 from your recovery fund.
Good.
And-
Support.
Okay.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Martyr,
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
And then I think we need one for the selling of the guns.
Let them explain it.
Yeah. Pardon?
Let them explain it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
You're-
The tasers.
No,
No, we need to
So
sell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I
I'm
think
sorry.
we have to, yeah.
Have to be separate.
Okay, and I'd make a motion then to sell the guns, and I think that was, I screwed that figure up here. It was,
$200 a piece.
yeah, okay, and then that will be put back into the equipment replacement fund.
Yes.
So that, I think the net then was, what was 2,100 or something like that?
The total cost is
Yeah,
$39,0650.
so it was around.
We have
Yeah, okay.
about the $1,200 from the sale of the 6 guns,
Yeah.
which I have already 6 guns sold to the officers that are interested, so that'll be $1,200, all that to go back to the equipment fund.
Replacement fund, yeah.
The $900 I'm taking out of the forfeiture
Yeah,
fund,
yeah.
put towards that total number.
That's true, okay.
So it's like 1756.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we approved selling the guns when Cal was the chief.
We could.
Yeah, it just never got finished.
And we started it, but yeah, we never completed it. But go ahead.
So I made the motion then.
Support.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Martyr, Riley, Schneider.
Yes. Excellent.
Okay, second item, requesting council approval to purchase 2 new Taser X26 CEWs, conducted energy weapons, more commonly known as tasers, which is the parent company, with the batteries, holsters, cartridges, and data port to download the information. Those 2 weapons total with everything comes out to $2,916 plus shipping costs. We only have 2 remaining tasers right now in the inventory. They're both old tasers. They're some of the original ones that were put out by Taser for the model that we have. They're partially functional, they're unreliable, they're an older technology, they're an analog base as opposed to a digital based technology, which just goes to the effectiveness of the weapon itself. They don't support them anymore because they're basically trying to get rid of them all that are still left out there. You can't get parts for them, you can't get accessories for them and so forth. So we need to upgrade, we need to get new ones. So I'm just looking at buying 2 for now. We share them as a pool weapon, they are expensive. So basically they get handed off from officer to officer as the shifts change. So I'm looking to purchase 2 of those. Again, at a total cost of $2,916.
And that will come out of the equipment replacement.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we got those when Elena was chief.
Yes, we did. No.
Doug?
When you got rid of these,
Jessica.
What do you do with the old ones?
Just destroy them.
Destroy them?
They're just pieces of plastic.
I thought she got them, but then we didn't deploy them, but I could be wrong.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of 2 new tasers at the cost of $29,600 plus shipping. And that will come out of the equipment replacement. Support.
Stutes?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Zupas?
Yes.
Martyr? Riley?
Yes.
Schneider?
Yes.
Sofa?
Yes.
All right, that's it.
Okay, so finally, looking for the council's approval to add the rank of patrol sergeant to the Memphis Police Department. The current organizational chart that we have right now, we have one sworn supervisory person, and that's me, chief of police, working chief of police. I'm responsible for everything administrative that goes on in the agency, that goes along with running an agency, in addition to the law enforcement functions that's required of me. The administrative responsibilities of running the organization takes up a lot of time. I spend a lot more time doing that than the law enforcement part of it, just because that's what it requires. Small department, big department, there are certain things that have to be done to run a police department, manage it, make sure things are done correctly and what we're responsible to do. So, again, as chief, or the chief is responsible for that, in addition to the day-to-day functions of being a police officer in the city. In the off time, chief of police is responsible for all the follow-up, call-ins, investigations, court officer details, and literally just general supervisory questions. The officers don't have supervisors to call, they don't have a supervisor on the road to ask questions of, to run things by, to get approval for. That all comes to the chief on duty and off duty. So adding a supervisor to the organization, giving them some positional authority to assist the chief of police in running the organization, it will be a huge asset to the organization, the city, and the community. In order to benefit from adding this, we need a person, we need somebody that's dedicated to the department, to the organization, to the city, to the community. Somebody, again, we're a part-time police department. I'm the police chief's the only full-time position, so it's kind of a unique situation. You know, we have officers, they have other full-time careers. They don't spend a lot of time here, they work a couple days here and there. It's hard for me to take someone like that and ask them to take on the extra responsibility of being a supervisor, and quite frankly, to do that really doesn't benefit me or the organization. We need somebody that's dedicated to this job, to this city, and at this point, Officer Dave White, who's here tonight, is my recommendation for that position. Dave's been with the department since 2014, spent 17 years with the Detroit Police Department before coming here. Dave's well known in the community, his peers respect him, the community members respect him. He comes highly recommended from everyone. Former Chief Kolke going out the door, one of the first conversations we had when I took a look at how things were run here, was basically the organizational chart and the need for an extra supervisory person. And Dave was Chief Kolke's recommendation as well, going out the door. And I've been here a short time, but in what I've gathered, I feel the same way. So, again, demonstrates the dedication and commitment that I need and the department needs to be effective in that position. And again, he wants the job and he's excited about the new responsibilities that come along with it. In the past, when the chief of police hasn't been available or things have happened, the department's kind of come to a standstill. There's no reason for that. I've told everybody here I'm not a keeper of all secrets. I believe in sharing some responsibility and letting the officers be able to do things that they should be doing as police officers. And that goes to the sergeant position as well. There's no reason that he can't do some of the things that I'm responsible for in my absence when I'm on vacation out of town. or just unavailable. So I think those are important. Again, even on a smaller scale, you need somebody else in a position, positional authority to make decisions, to direct the workforce, and that's what we're looking for here. So again, based on that, that's what I'm requesting is adding the position. We already sat down with their union representative. They've gone over the contract. By restricting a few things, we were able to keep Dave in the patrol contract, but as a supervisor. I guess any questions that I can answer specifically to this topic?
I know it's something we've all talked about, having a second in charge, so.
We did once before, didn't we?
We did, yeah, at one time, but not for the past 4 years at least.
Yeah.
Any questions? Can I get a motion to create a patrol sergeant rank and promote Officer Dave White to that position?
We'll make that motion.
Support.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Martyr, Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Thanks, Chief. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. To mayor and council,
We got one more.
Library.
Mayor and council from Kim Gershow, President of the Memphis Library Board of Trustees. Subject new library board member, please appoint Ken Riley to the library board for a 3-year term expiring in October of 2024. Thank you. Ken, you knew about that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Ken Riley to the library board until 2022.
Support.
Lucas,
Yes.
Martyr, Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
So I had a call about ATV off-road type vehicle on the streets in town. Is that on our website, the rules for that? It is, right? Okay. So if anybody has any questions, you can go to cityofmemphis.org or memphismi.com, and that is posted on there. What the rules and regulations are: no dirt bikes. If you're on a four-wheeler, you need to have a helmet on, and if your vehicle has seat belts and a roll cage, I believe.
I think it's DOT approved.
Yeah, you do not need a helmet, right?
Correct.
And if they're under 13 or 16, a safety permit, they need that also. That's in the ordinance, that's posted at the station too.
Okay, good. Do you guys keep that in the car? In case
Yes.
So you can hand it to somebody if they...
Yeah, how many did you have the other night, Dave?
4.
Yeah, well, it's getting nice out, so.
I know.
And as a matter of fact, the individual that called you, I talked to him after I talked to his sons. So he was all good with it.
It sounds like there was a little bit of confusion for a few minutes and then everything worked out fine, right?
Yeah, it was his nieces were with the son, and they're from Clinton Township. So I guess when I told them, they automatically just went in panic mode and didn't listen to the rest of what I told them. Because they were just sitting there like on their phones trying to figure out, so.
I see.
And I pretty much said, here it is if you want to read it, and they were like, ah. So,
Can you drive them if you're under 16?
not unless you're accompanied with your parent or guardian and have that safety certificate. And if you're 12 or under, nothing at all.
Yes.
Yep.
So anyways, if you're not sure about what the rules are, you can check it on the city website and, or stop in the police station if you have a question. Or
Do you have like a pamphlet or a printout for people that don't have?
There's one hanging right inside the station.
So
I'm
they
sure
want
if you
a
ask the chief or if they want to request one, I'm sure we'll be able to photocopy one. It's 7 pages, I believe.
Yeah, good.
So,
Online, our entire ordinance book and city codes and zoning, everything's on our website.
But not everybody's an online person, you know.
you go to the library, they can help you out too.
Yeah, you probably go to the library and get American Online Publishing or something like that.
Yeah.
American Legal Publishing.
American Legal.
Just Google it.
It links right off the city website also, right? The only other thing I had is, we already mentioned the Memorial Day Parade is at 10:30. The service will be around 11:30. There's a pancake breakfast at 8 o'clock here next door at the fire department. And the color guard is also doing a service in Columbus at 8 o'clock at the Columbus Cemetery, if anybody wants to go out there for that. And that's all I have. Kurt?
Nothing for me?
Larry?
Yeah, something at the budget meeting last night, I forgot to mention that Bell River Road, we did not get the grant. And I think I heard there was 20 in the whole state of Michigan did get the grant, so, and I'm sure there was hundreds applying for it, so it's unfortunate because of the condition of Bell River Road that we didn't get it, but since then I've asked Bart to get a quote on seal coat. It's not the best to use on roads, but I'd like to get a quote on it and just see where the quote would be to seal coat it. We seal coated back, I believe it was 2014, some roads in part of Bell River on the south side. There was a section in there that was practically gravel. It stood up, but they don't get the traffic that going the other way. So, and on the long-range program, I think I mentioned this before, that under the grant from St. Clair County, that road is not scheduled for way down. It's probably, I think it was 2032 or something like that. Well, by that time, that road probably will be gravel. So if this would, if the price is reasonable, understanding that that type of road don't stand up forever, that it might still behoove us to do it, at least till we hopefully get 5 or 6 years where it wouldn't be a lot better than it is now. It'll never be as good as if you do it the way you're supposed to do it, but I don't know if we can wait till 2032 to do something like that. So anyway, we'll get a quote, and when I get it, I'll bring it back to council. And the second thing is that on the budget, I want to thank Donna. Donna puts a lot of work in that budget, and her and I work together on that, and so and I appreciate all the help she gives us on that.
Thank you.
We all
Appreciate your
appreciate,
help.
we all appreciate the work that you put into
Both of
it.
you guys, yes.
And that's all I have.
Ken? Riley?
Nothing, down and doing that budget like that, that's good, appreciate it.
Scott? Jason?
Hope everybody has a safe and happy Memorial Day, and motion to adjourn.
Thank you.